The host with the most, just not the most legs, since I'm a left, below knee amputee. However, what I lack in limbs, I make up for in personality and sense of humor. At least I like to think I do. This is, you're in the Stumping Grounds, and this is Retro Rap with PLG. This is a bit that I do every Saturday morning where I interview other Twitch streamers. The idea behind it is to help new viewers reach new chat communities, and for obviously Rose. And for to help chat community or to help streaming communities grow. So that's the idea behind Retro Rep. I've been doing this for a while now. I love doing it. If you go to my Discord, there's a channel. First of all, you can reach my Discord. I have a panel in my About Me. You can just click on there to accept the invite for my Discord. And then under General, there's a channel that says Past Retro Rap Interviews. You can check out all of my different Retro Rap interviews that I've done. I've done 20 of them. This is episode 21. And I'm excited for my guest. It's a gentleman that I've been following for a while. He's an excellent streamer, guys. He goes by That Casual Gaming Guy. Of course, I screwed up my title. For some reason, I put gamer, but it's gaming. That Casual Gaming Guy. I'm going to bring him in here, and there he is. Thank you so much for joining me, Casual Gaming Guy. Appreciate it. How are you doing today?
Hey, no problem. I'm doing all right. How are you, sir?
I'm doing really well. Thank you so much. By the way, everybody, he is in the West Coast. I am in the Midwest. So it's a 2-hour time difference. So while it's 11:02 a.m. Central Standard Time for me, it is 9:02 a.m. PST for him. So thank you so much for being up early and for doing this. I appreciate it, man.
Welcome.
To get started here, what I'd like to do is just have you take 10 or 15 seconds, give a quick elevator pitch to the viewers about who you are.
Well, I'm That Casual Gaming Guy, as you already know. You can call me Casual. You can call me TCGG. Just don't call me late for dinner. Variety streamer. Modern, retro-inspired, retro-esque. All that stuff. You can catch me roughly, if I stick to my schedule, 6 days a week.
Okay, perfect.
Sometimes twice a day. So.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we'll just jump into it here. First question I have for you, Casual. Describe your perfect video game. All aspects of it. The hero, villain, storyline, everything.
Alright, so, alright, perfect video game, no matter what genre, no matter what, anything, has to have a gripping story that pulls me in. I am a storyline streamer and player. For sure. It's got to be graphically pleasing, and that can mean anything. I just, I'm not talking about, the humans have to look like, they're actors on a screen. You've got, look at Octopath Traveler. Look at the remake of Dragon Quest 3 that's coming out, in that 2.5D, style. That's graphically pleasing. Pardon me.
You're fine.
Mario. Mario, back, in the 80s, was graphically pleasing. It still is, for the nostalgia. The hero should be relatable or at least enjoyable. And the villain, see, for me, and it's so funny because looking at all the questions that you sent me, I am a villain sympathizer. So a lot of your questions were perfect, by the way. The villain should either be extremely loathsome or very relatable. Some of the best villains are villains where their actions are driven by good intentions and very relatable. It's like, well, yeah, they became a villain because the hero, did something that wound up killing their family. It's like the hero. And of course the gameplay, should be challenging enough, but not too difficult. It's in my name. Casual Gaming Guy. It doesn't mean that I'm a It doesn't mean that I play casual games like Angry Birds. I play games casually. If there's an easier casual setting, I'll play on that. So, I don't want the gameplay to force me to rage quit.
That's awesome. Do you have, this is kind of a bonus add-on question, do you have a favorite villain in a video game? And who would it be?
Favorite villain in a video game? I'm trying to think through. I mean, just because there wouldn't be a game without it, and I consider the whole corporation to be a villain, would be the Umbrella Corporation from Resident Evil.
Oh, that's a great answer. Oh, I love that answer. So not like one specific villain. You're just talking about the entire Umbrella Corporation.
Exactly. I mean, most of that, is Wesker, but
well, true.
But it's just we wouldn't have the franchise without the evil deeds of the Umbrella Corporation. So.
Well, and if you look, it is Wesker, but look what Wesker created. I mean, you got Wesker, you got the T-Virus, you got the zombies, you got the dogs, you got the bees, you got everything, man. You got all the big, bosses and everything.
And then you go into Birkin, and Birkin created the G-Virus.
And Birkin, yep.
And then the Ashford family, and so it's all of them lumped into one.
That is a fantastic answer, Casual. I love that. Hey, Moon Princess, welcome in. Hey, Spaghetti, how you doing, buddy? Aquatic Place, thank you so much for. Did I say Aquatic Place? Yep, thank you. Hey, Rose, how you doing? Myra Roses, how you doing? Guys, if you're just coming in, this is That Casual Gaming Guy, and this is Retro Rap. I put his links. I'll put him here again quick. If you guys want to go give him, if you're not following him on Twitch, go give him a follow. The dude's awesome. And he's also on Twitter. Go follow him on Twitter. He's got a YouTube channel. Go give that a follow. And then he's also got some merch. So go check out his. He's got a really cool logo. So it looks really cool on merch. So go check that. There you go. Look at that. Ready at the wheel. Oh my gosh! Look at you.
That's a sticker.
That's awesome, man. No, I got. Since this is my show, I'm gonna just promote my. There's my PLG, my Mega Man F shirt. Love it. Yep. Anyways, let's see. Second question: if you could be the main bad guy, I think I might know the answer to this, given the answer you just gave. If you could be the main bad guy in any video game, which video game would it be? What would your name be, and what would your superpower be, and why?
All right. So originally when I first saw that question, I thought of Resident Evil, and that's but then I thought of a game that I was designing back ages ago that never came to fruition. Was something along the lines of Once Upon a Time, and I don't know if you know that TV show or not, but it's
I have heard of it.
The fairy tale characters get trapped in our world, stuff like that. But it was, I kept it more in the fairy tale setting, So the main villain of that, or something along those lines, would definitely be, like a sorcerer who's just screwing up all the happy endings and stuff. But like I said in the last question, there would have to be something relatable driving it. I have no idea what name would be, but there would definitely be a lot of magic, a lot of stuff, and then the hero would be one of the main fairy tale characters. Probably something stupid like Prince Charming. Generic and stupid, right? But yeah, I mean that's pretty much when I was thinking about it where my mind went, was something like that.
How about That Casual Villain Guy?
I gotta say though, I'm definitely a Disney villain person guy. Yeah,
That's
it would be something along the lines of that.
That's awesome. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a big Disney fan. I'm an
Oh, I know.
absolutely huge and I got to show this off because I'm a big Little Mermaid fan. I got my Little Mermaid cup that was signed by Ariel. Hugs and fishes, Ariel. And you can see my Little Mermaid poster in the background there. That was actually a gift from my community for my birthday, which was awesome. But that's a great answer, man. I love Disney villains too, so I can get on board with that. What can new viewers expect if they visit your channel?
Okay, well, Rose can correct me if I'm a little off here, because Rose is actually one of my mods. I thought about this and thought about it. I was like, comfort with a hint of chaos.
Okay.
I mean, there's I'm one of those that has all the I've got the trigger fire set up. I've got all the videos and the commands and the sound commands and stuff like that. So and it's not as bad as per se like Power Possum's Spinny Boy section. Not as chaotic as that. But every now and then there is some chaos that comes in. I've got a regular viewer that loves when he comes in, he'll play one of the videos, and lately it's been the longest one I have, which is the alternate ending skit for Wizard of Oz from Mad TV.
Oh.
And I actually edited it down, and it's still a couple minutes long.
Wow. Mad TV. That's that was how long ago was? Holy cow! I didn't think anybody knew what that was anymore. Holy cow!
Early 2000s.
I think you're
90s.
I think you're right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Mad TV.
I think it went off the air in 2005, but I think a lot of people stopped watching it in like 01.
Oh. Wow. That's a good answer because you usually when I ask streamers what they can expect, it's always chill environment. But yeah, I love your answer, man. That's really cool. I love it. You never know that's the thing with these questions. A lot of them just sound very general answer, but you just never know what you're gonna get. And that's why I love asking them. What if anything makes your channel different than other streamers?
So I had a hard time with this question at first. Because in my head I'm like, nothing, I'm not special, But I would have to say my voice acting during certain RPGs that don't have voice acting.
Can you give an example?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Sure.
It'll come through. So I'm playing through it won't let me turn it on. Okay. So I'm playing through Dragon Quest Builders 2 right now, and there is a character who's from a farm, and I gave her a Southern Belle accent. And then I've got my voice changer, but it won't let me turn it on at the moment. So there's that. I was doing Final Fantasy IX, and I made Steiner some kind of snotty British guy. A princess. Oh, come, princess, come on. One of the things, I mean, if you're in my channel, you know this about me, but something I don't actually advertise, I think, in my About Me is that I am an actor, singer, director in theater.
Oh, cool!
I was. I've been with theater since I was 15, and I'm years old. Let's just put it this way: I'm the same age as the original person who wears this style of beanie.
I know you're referring to.
Yeah, that would be Miss Abby Jams.
Yep.
Actually, I'm 2 weeks exactly older than her.
Are you really?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that.
2 weeks.
Wow.
So yeah, no. So I do a lot of voice acting for those RPGs. That's why, and my schedule right now is so RPG heavy too. So I had a lot of things, and I started Star Ocean 2, and I was emulating the PSP version, which has voice acting in it. But the emulator, something with the file goes wrong, and it speeds up the voices.
Oh no!
So it sounded like they were on helium, and stuff. So I was like, oh. So I went back to the original version, and I told my community when I did that, I was just like, no, screw it. I'm not doing the voices. I'm not, I'll read it, but that's a very text-heavy game. And it kept me up, and it kept me up. And I was just like, you know what? Let me fix this. I found a way to stream straight from the PSP. So I was like, yes, I don't have to voice act this one. Because I've got let's see here, Final Fantasy IX, Dragon Quest Builders 2, and a couple others where I have to actually do the voices for it. And it's tiring, but it's worth it. I'll go back and listen to the VODs and just be like, wow, if I was a viewer, that'd be cool.
Let me ask you something. Because I've tried doing this before too, where I'd be playing an RPG, then I try to do voice acting. Mm-hmm. How in the hell are you able to keep, like, if there's like 10 different people you're voice acting, how do you like remember which character has which voice? Because every time I do it, I have a voice for this actor, but then next time it's like that same voice is for a different one. I can't keep it straight. How do you keep it straight?
Okay, that's one of the funny things that you'll notice if you ever come into one of my streams, especially Dragon Quest Builders. The problem I have is I decided for some of the farming characters, the way their dialogue is written, you could tell that the localization was done in the British Kingdom. Because it's very, and I'm not talking just about like the bodybuilder characters who are definitely, core blimey, but there's this one farmer that talks kind of like they do, and every time I try to do a southern accent, it slips into a British one. And then the funny part is, then I try to do a British one, and it goes into southern, and I'm like, what the hell? And you'll see me midstream. I'm just like, I'll start talking, and I'm like, no, that's British, sorry. And then I'll have to correct myself. And stuff, so it's not easy. One of the things that helps me is having different voices, not just voice, the audio.
Okay.
Vocoder. I've got 2 different female ones. I've got even a male one that I use for some of them that deepens my voice. And then for the monsters, that's where I slip up. And I keep a notebook right here at my desk. So I started writing them down, which ones I use, because there's, a demon voice, a sinister voice, a witness protection voice thing, and all through the Yeti Logitech software. So I use those to help me keep it straight. I just have to remember which female voice is which female character.
Yeah, that's crazy. But like I said, I'll try doing it, and then I forget which character I use which voice for, and it's just like a mishmash. It's just and then I just start using the same voice for everybody because that's just easier.
Pretty much, and there's sometimes I'll be midstream. I'm like, you know what? It's not happening today. This voice just is not what it used to be, and then like halfway through, I'll remember. And I'm like, oh, it's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like playing Pokemon Legends Arceus, the new one that just came out last night. I was doing the professor's voice, and what it is this kind of gruff. I'm I'm a arrogant asshole. Blah blah blah. But what I did before was he had inflections like Sam the Eagle from the Muppets. where he'd go
Oh my
"Whoa,"
gosh.
on some of his, on some of the ends of his sentences, go "whoa," and I was like, oh, that's right, I was doing that. So halfway through the stream, it's like, let's start to do. Oh, that's right, I'm supposed to be more Muppet-like. So it's something unique.
That is super cool, and you know what? That is definitely it's definitely something different than other streamers do. I will give you that. As a streamer, Casual, how do you define success?
All right. I this one gave me a lot of thought as well. I was like, okay, well, how do I? I never really thought about that. I used to think, and I'm sure a lot of people do, that success is in the numbers. No, it's not. If I end a stream happy with the content I've created, then that's a success. If ever I leave my stream unhappy, I have failed. And that's all there is to it.
Wow.
It's taken me a while to get to that state of mind. I say a while, but some people are like, well, you've only been at this a year. That's a short time. But it's like, in the beginning, this time last year, it was, I got to get these numbers. I got to do this because I was pushing for affiliate. And, and it's just like, I got to make money, and that's not the mindset. That's not the mindset.
I agree with you. We just got a raid, by the way. I have my alerts off because I don't like them to interrupt. But Princess Ah, thank you so much for the raid, Princess Ah. I appreciate it. Hello, Raiders. I am Phantom Limb Gamer. You may call me Phantom or PLG. This is the Stumping Grounds, and this is Retro Rap with PLG. It's a bit that I do where I interview other it used to be just retro streamers, but I interview all streamers, other Twitch streamers. My guest today is That Casual Gaming Guy. He is a retro streamer. Thank you so much for the raid, Princess. I really appreciate it. Again, this is That Casual Gaming Guy. Guys, give him a follow, Raiders. This is his information here. That's his Twitch page. You guys will really enjoy watching him. He is an excellent streamer. He's a lot of fun, too. It's definitely, it's not one of those you just go there and sit and just, get bored. He's awesome. So let me, I'm going to finish putting your information in here. So guys, go check him out. He's also got a merch store if you want to check out some cool merch. He's got a really cool logo. He's got his sticker right there. See, there you go. Casual Gaming Guy. But Princess, thank you so much for that raid. I really appreciate it. I really liked your answer on that because I just want to kind of expand on that. I like you, I used to be very much of the mindset like I gotta get my numbers, I gotta get my numbers. And then what really kind of changed it for me was right before I hit affiliate, I was actually in the hospital. And I was dealing with some medical stuff. I was in the hospital for over a week. And before I went into the hospital, because you have to get to that 3 average views at affiliate, I was at like 2.72, right? And I'm like, and I can't stream when I'm in the hospital. So I was like, shit, man, I'm gonna my viewership's gonna drop. It's gonna take me even longer. And like, I hit affiliate while I was in the hospital without even streaming. And I was like, that just tells me, like, if you put good content out there, people are going to watch you. And if you put so much pressure on yourself, you're worried about numbers, it's going to drive you nuts. Like, because you're constantly going to be going and looking at your creator dashboard, like your average views and everything. Don't do that, man. Just go there, have fun. And like you, if I feel like I'm entertaining my my community, and after that stream, I feel good about that stream. You know what I mean? So I really respect that answer. What are your future goals, if any, for your channel?
All right, so as I mentioned a little bit ago, I'm entering my second year. I just had my 1 year Twitch anniversary extravaganza a couple weeks ago.
Congratulations on 1 year, by the way, man. That is
Thank you.
awesome. Congratulations. Yes.
My goals are really just to provide entertaining content. Of course, should be everyone's goal.
Agreed.
But also, one thing that I didn't hit last year was I had a goal, and I started this goal a little late in the year when I realized I was close to it, was to reach 50 games completed.
Oh.
And I ended the year at 48 out of 50. So
oh my gosh. Close. Wow. Close.
So now, at the end of 2022, I want to reach 100 games completed, including those from earlier.
So 52, basically.
So yeah, so okay. 52. And then, of course, my main goal, short-term wise, right now, is to get back on a regular schedule.
That's a good goal. And since we're talking about that, if people want to come and check out your channel, maybe put in the chat here, type give your schedule, or at least give an idea of what your schedule is if people want to come and check you out.
Sure.
And everybody just keep in mind that he is West Coast, so he's PST. So whatever times he gives is going to be PST time. While you're doing that, one thing I'll talk about is my schedule. Like, I am so good about posting the schedule in my About Me. You know what I'm terrible at? Following said schedule.
Me too.
I'll sit at Caribou Coffee over here. It's my favorite coffee joint to go to, and I'll sit there for like 3 hours thinking and deciding what games do I want to play this day, what games do I want to play that day. Oh, perfect! I got this done, and then I follow it for maybe a week. And then it just sits there. There you go. Sunday through Friday, 5 p.m. PS time, sometimes twice a day. Well, there you go, guys. So if you guys want to go check him out, that is his schedule. Thank you for posting that. What video game system is your all-time favorite and why?
All right. Okay, so this was a hard one because I am on the older side of the gaming community.
So am I.
So I was around when it all started, or at least somewhere in there where it all started. Not as much as like my parents, which I'll get into that in a minute.
Sure.
But so the Atari 2600 will always have a soft spot, but that's not exactly my favorite. Because that's what I cut my teeth on,
Mm-hmm.
But I'd have to say it's actually a tie for me.
Oh.
Between the Super Nintendo and the PlayStation 1.
Oh, okay.
And the Super Nintendo, that was when I was in my preteen, age and everything. And, I was starting to really, really make that stride in video games. And then PlayStation 1, I mean, come on, that introduced me to Resident Evil, my all-time favorite franchise. I was almost 15 when Resident Evil 2 came out.
Wow.
And that was my first experience with Resident Evil, and I had to ask my mom if I could play it at my foster sister's house.
Oh.
And stuff. And because my foster sister's then husband and her brother were trying to play the beginning part where you have to move the statues around to unlock the door and get the red gem.
Yep.
And they couldn't figure it out. And here I am, this young teen who has been through what is called the GATE program in school, Gifted and Talented Education. And I'm watching them and going, "Oh, you idiots! It's obvious." So I was like, "Here, let me show you how. Let me show you how it's done." And they were like, "No, you got to ask your mom first." So that was my first experience with a PlayStation, with Resident Evil, anything. And a week later, my mom bought me a PlayStation 1.
Oh!
I saw how much fun I was having showing these adults how it's done.
That is awesome! Wow, what a cool mom.
Yeah, so you got the ties. I mean, my mom's a gamer too. My mom is. I mean, but she's like Animal Crossing.
Okay.
Let's put it this way. My mother has 2 Switches, so she can have 2 islands in the new Animal Crossing. Okay? that's how into it she is.
Wow.
But yeah, so like I was saying, my parents. I mean, my father, has departed this realm.
Okay.
But when Space Invaders came out in the 70s,
Oh my
he and my
god.
mom stayed up for 72 hours playing it. So
What?
yeah,
That is crazy. 72
so
hours?
I come from a gaming family.
Oh my god. That is
I
so
still
cool.
have I still have the in my closet. I have my original 2600,
Wow.
and hooked up to my big TV. I actually have a 7800. So
Wow.
I keep my roots firmly planted.
That's super cool, man. Wow, that is really neat. Thank you. Hey, Faye, how are you doing? We got a couple other people here.
Hey.
Faye, and then we had a first-time viewer, Rishari. Thank you so much for joining, Rishari. Appreciate it. One thing I just want to, I do want to plug something on my own here, just because I'm doing a charity stream coming up, and I got a raid that came in. Guys, in April, the month of April is Limb Loss Awareness Month, and I'm doing a charity stream for an organization called Limbs for Life, and I'm going to put their website here. Limbsforlife.org. I'm doing a 48-hour charity stream April 1st and 2nd. And I have 2 of my closest friends are going to donate a total of $500 if I can reach 1,000 followers on or before March 30th. So if you guys would be so kind as to drop me a follow. Normally I don't ask for follows, but in this case it goes a long way. And it's not for me, it's for this awesome organization. What Limbs for Life does, guys, is they finance artificial limbs for amputees that can't afford them. And in many cases, they'll just buy it outright for them because they get a special contract price. So if you guys would be so kind as to drop me a follow, I would really appreciate it. Again, it's not really for me, it's for the organization. Moving on. Thank you so much, Casual. I appreciate that. I love the organization. I want to do what I can for them.
Hey, no, understandable.
Oh, thank you. That is a great story, though, man. I love that story. That is the whole Resident Evil aspect of it. I'll be honest with you. Like that, Resident Evil was my selling point for the PlayStation. I went to a buddy's house, and we were playing PlayStation, and we played like a couple racing games, and I think we played what was that what was that game where you're a gecko? Do you remember that game?
Oh, Gex.
Gex, yes, we played Gex. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But then he popped in Resident Evil, and I was like, oh my god, the first scene where that zombie turns around at the beginning of the game, that was like nothing I've ever seen before in a video game. I was like, this is so cool. Then I got in, and then we were kind of taking turns. When my buddy was playing, I looked at the back of the box. And it said, I remember it said, soon to become a major motion picture. I was like, are you kidding me? This is going to be a movie? And that got me more excited about it. So, anyway, but no, that's great, man. I love the fact that your parents played Space Invaders for 72 hours. That's mind blowing. What's your favorite part of being a content creator?
All right. So when someone says, like when someone comes to me and says, I love watching you play such and such because I never had the chance or could never get past this section or that section, has got to be, my favorite part of this whole thing. To me, that's providing a service, I guess you could say, to someone who really wants to do this but either can't or couldn't. There are people with, even I'm getting on, with, arthritis in my hands, where it's getting harder and harder to play. So, people going, yeah, like, even just being, a viewer, coming from this aspect of it, like you've got Abby Jams and Thunderfoot Bros who will do, retro requests, And I will sometimes have them play games that either were too hard for me as a kid, or or something like that, or games that I've heard of that I've never seen that I want to see before I try, you
Sure.
and stuff. So it's like when people do that to me, I love that feeling when they go, "Oh man, that was so cool! Thank you for playing this." Because I, never had the guts to do it, or I couldn't afford it as a kid. And now it's too expensive, and I can't emulate. So thank you for letting me watch you. Stuff like that.
That's really cool. I'm starting to notice a theme here about you. You're very, very much about your viewers, and I really love that. Like the voice acting you do, and you're trying to do what you can to entertain your viewers. And man, I really respect that, because it's Twitch viewers. There's how many different channels can you go to on Twitch, right? I mean, there's thousands,
Yeah.
right? And the fact that, and a lot of them, at least that I've been to, they're so focused on the gameplay that they don't really pay attention to their chat, and it's all about gameplay, and in the chat just kind of entertains himself. I really love streamers that go out of their way to entertain their viewers, because this is what this is about, especially like in the midst of a pandemic where people don't like the COVID numbers have been going down, but people are still, they don't want to go out. And it's really, this is their social interaction right here. They come to Twitch, because it's a combination of basically like YouTube and like an AOL chat room, because you come in here, they can watch you play, they can chat with each other, you can interact with them, they can interact with you, and you're giving them what they want. They want that social interaction, and they come to you to get that, and you're giving it to them. And I respect that so much. I just love that you do that, man. So keep that up. Yes, absolutely. How do you think your viewers would describe you?
Okay. Well, what I think, and again, those of you in chat that are my viewers can correct me. Easygoing yet slightly crazy.
Okay.
I would think, it harkens back to the whole, what can they expect when they come into my channel?
Right.
But I would say, I'm pretty easygoing. Very rarely will you see me. I don't know. I can't say that. I was gonna say very, very, very rarely would you see me frustrated, but no, I get frustrated, especially when I was playing Spyro.
Oh God.
And Medieval. So, there you go. And I'm always engaging with chat. Thank you, Rose. And I'm chill. There's Abby. I just, I'm very mellow. It's good vibes, and friendly.
Friendly. I think you're missing one key word here. Entertaining.
Entertaining.
I think your channels. I watched you a few times. Your channel. You're very entertaining, especially with the voice acting. It's entertaining. When I watch a streamer stream, I want to be entertained. You entertain me.
No, I agree. Yes, that's right, Rose. I was 100%ing Spyro, all three of them. So it was very frustrating with the flying levels.
Oh, anytime you try to 100% any game, that gets frustrating, man. So of course you're gonna get frustrated. But you know what I think the fun part of getting frustrated in a game is that your viewers see that, and they appreciate the passion that you have for doing this. Like they see that you're getting frustrated, but then they get frustrated too for you, right? Because they're like, he's really getting into this. God, I really want him to do this. Come on. And then it keeps their attention too, and they want to see you complete it. And then when you finally complete it, they share in that joy of the completion. And
and
that is awesome.
A good amount of my clips, I would say, or at least there's a couple good ones of me completing some of those frustrating bits, and stuff. So
yeah, that is super cool.
There's only once have I deleted a stream.
Oh.
And walked away and came back from it, came back to it, and that was in the beginning. I was probably here comes
Oh, Kitty! What's your cat's name?
So this is my great fur nephew. His name is Amber.
Amber. Aw.
And
Oh, he wants so much attention.
Yeah, he usually does this once or twice. While
Oh, it's so cute.
So he's my streaming partner.
Oh, look at this! She just loves the attention. Oh.
But yeah, I was playing Medieval, and I think it might have been before I hit affiliate or just after, and I was so frustrated. And something happened, and I think my mother was in chat, and I dropped an F-bomb for the first time on my channel.
Whoops.
And she laid into me in chat. And so that kind of set the mood for the rest of the stream. I mean, I had like her and my best friend as viewers, and that was it in the beginning. And I ended the stream, and that has been the only time where I felt like I failed. You know, we were talking about how I measure success earlier.
Right.
And I deleted I uploaded it to YouTube, put it as private, just so I could have that reminder.
Mm-hmm.
And then I deleted the VOD. And then
wow.
a day or two later, you know, especially after I had a conversation with my mother, I said, look, it's my channel. It's listed as 18 plus. If I want to say the F word, I'll say the F word. You know, and stuff. And since then, she's been a little more, you know, she knows I swear like a sailor. You know, and then I went back to the level that I was so frustrated with, and we beat it within the first half hour of the stream, and I've never had another stream like that where I felt like it needed to be deleted.
Wow, man, that's that's a funny story. Dropped an F-bomb with your mom on the stream. Oh, and she laid into you on chat. Woo, yeah. That must have been something. What are one or two pieces of advice you'd give to an upcoming streamer? Either like a brand, you can take your choice. Either a brand new streamer just starting on Twitch, or one pushing for affiliate. What are one or two pieces of advice you'd give them?
All right, so this one there was a lot of things. Of course, you know, a crap ton floods your mind when you ask this question. Mm-hmm. You know, when I was thinking about some of the previous answers that you've gotten and stuff, and I didn't want to repeat a couple of things. It was like, you know, well, you know, y'all have heard it. First thing, and this is something that I wish I had done. Do not wait to be yourself. You know, I started off and I was so fake. Oh man. You know, it was just like, I go back and some of my earlier streams are kind of cringe. It's like, wait, that's me? Like, you can tell that I'm putting on this persona of someone who has to be, you know, proper and, you know, and doesn't cuss and says things like, son of a biscuit-eating basset hound instead of son of a bitch. I still say biscuit-eating basset hound sometimes. But, you know, don't wait to be yourself. Just be yourself. Your community will grow with you, you know, type of a thing.
That's fantastic.
Don't be fake.
I love that.
The other thing that I would say, and this is something that I'm starting to do more so now, be an active member in as many communities as you can, because this will also help you grow and learn. I have to, and I know they're not here right now, but Abby.
Yeah, I saw that.
I just
no, I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to interrupt you. It's funny.
I know they're asleep at the moment, but the Thunderfoot Bros. I would not be here without them.
Really?
And I started this, and then before I hit affiliate, I would say it's been almost, I think, to the day now, exactly a year since I wandered into Sane's stream. He was streaming Star Ocean 4, and him and I bonded right away.
Wow.
And then I became an active member in their community. Sane and Bacon helped me get to affiliate, and showed me the way and stuff like that. And then I started meeting people like Abby and like you, and and stuff, and I started becoming more active. I'm even a mod now for Abby, and stuff. So it's cool. And then there's and Possum and all these guys. It's be as active as you can, even if it's just lurking and chatting here and there. And it sounds like I'm saying go steal their viewers.
Right.
No. It's if you chat with people, they're gonna notice you, and then if the streamer goes, oh yeah, here, give them a shout out, then their viewers are gonna see you. They're gonna see that you're active in their community. They're gonna see how you interact with the streamer they're watching, and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, well maybe I could give this guy a shot, and stuff, and just do that. Because honestly, it wasn't until I met Sane that it didn't occur to me to go be active elsewhere.
That is so cool, and I want to piggyback off of that answer. Before I even started streaming, I was going to, like you said, I was an active member in a lot of different communities, and one of the first communities I joined was Princess Za. I don't know if Princess Za is still in here, but I joined her community, and it's one thing. You're right, go in there, be active, but I was really active in their community, and I think Za will back this up. I was going in her community. I wasn't just chatting. I was chatting in caps. I was like, hey everybody. I was trying to make people laugh. I was cracking jokes. I was making fun of my amputation. I mean, I was just like, holy cow. I was going in there, and I was just, but then I would go into other people's chats, and then and to back up what you're saying, what I noticed was, like, I would be chat, or I would be streaming, and all of a sudden someone from Za's chat would come in like, oh yeah, I saw you over at Princess Za. Oh hey, how you doing? And it's cool how you're right. It's not stealing viewers. It's just going in there and letting people see your personality. Because above everything, in my opinion, and I think you'll agree with this, to be a streamer, you have to have personality when you do this. And if you, at least if you want to have a successful chat, in my opinion. Unless you're, Ninja or Shroud. But I think if you're up and coming and you want to have a good community, you want to show a lot of personality. And you can really do that when you're in other streamers' chats. You can really show off your personality. And that's what I did. And I think that's a great point, is that go in there and get part of other people's communities. And I love your first one when you said, just be yourself. Don't wait to be yourself. Yeah. Because you're doing this because you think, you know what, I got the personality to do this. Then just be yourself. Don't try to be someone else. Just be yourself. That is two excellent answers, Casual. I love that. Those are the questions I have for you. I want to open it up to the viewers here. If you guys have questions, I would appreciate if you could. I always have to say this: appropriate questions. If you have any appropriate questions for Casual, use the Channel Point Redemption highlight my question. And I got a couple of them. Oh, Rose is asking, have you ever played Resident Evil 6?
Actually, yes. One of the things that I started with last year when I started streaming was I went through the entire Resident Evil saga, leading up to 8, and it was a crunch too to get everything done by the evening that 8 released.
Oh yeah.
And then I played through 8. So yes, I did play through 6. So funny thing with 5 and 6, when they came out, I never got past certain points. I think the only thing with 6 when it came out was I did Leon's story, and that was it. So it was nice to come back, you know, over almost 10 years later. Now it's been 10 years since 6 came out, I think. And play through it and actually beat everything. You know, and I did it alone.
Wow.
You know, 5 and 6 are co-opable.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have anybody really to play with. So I did it all on my own, which is fine because it was something I needed to do. So yes, I have.
That's really cool. 5 is impossible alone, Roses. Yeah, 5 is really hard. It's a fun game, though. I like that they introduced a co-op aspect of it. Jetta is asking, yo, since you said you played through all Resident Evil games, what's your favorite installment?
That's easy. 2.
2?
Both the original and the remake.
Wow. Why 2?
It's my first love.
Okay.
You know, it was the first little, like I said earlier, the first little introduction to even the PlayStation itself. You know, and the story, the as far as with the OG goes, you know, you've got the crossover between the two characters and the two different sides that you can play. You know, it was the start of 2 of the better characters in the franchise, in my opinion. While yes, I love Chris, Leon and Claire are definitely the best 2 characters, in my opinion, out of the franchise.
Okay, and Moon Princess 247 is asking, what was your favorite game to stream so far?
A good question. The Spyro trilogy,
Oh,
I think, is up there. Mainly because, you know, when it originally came out, I was kind of in that in between teenage and adult transition period, and I just never got around to really playing them. And my mother loves Spyro,
okay.
but she could never really play it. She has a hard time with 3D platformers like that and stuff, and especially now with her arthritis and fibromyalgia.
Oh.
And so she got to watch me play at least the first one, because when I first started, before I hit affiliate, I would stream to both YouTube and Twitch, because she can't get Twitch to run with her internet.
Oh, that sucks.
But she can get YouTube to run.
Sure.
You know, so...
Abby Jams is asking, what are some things you haven't tried on stream that you would like to try?
Oh. I don't know. I honestly, Abby, you stumped me, girl.
Good job, Abby.
You know, pun slightly intended there. I you know, because I was trying to think, I was like, no, but I just tried that. You know, like, as far as games, I mean, there's plenty of games that I want to, you know, I want to try on stream, but like, you know, I'm still building, I'm still growing, and I've noticed that the only time I can get enough like of a community together to play like Jackbox or do retro requests, you know, do a queue for that, has been on my celebration streams when there's like 20 people there.
Sure.
I would love to have more of maybe like a monthly, you know, community night, you know, type of a thing where it's Jackbox, What the Dub, you know, maybe Guarded Phone, you know, stuff like that.
Okay. I love my community nights. They're really fun. Let's see. Anybody else have any questions? I do have one. Go ahead.
I know Abby had one earlier in the stream, and she asked, where did I get the idea to get this fabulous beard? See, if Abby would wear her beanie more often than instead of her new purple one, people would know that this is an Abby Jams original. No, one of the things that a lot of us that follow Abby, at least a good handful of us, went out. We found her beanie, and it started with Cloak. Cloak did this, and we all bought the beanie to the point where the company has been sold out since we bought it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I've got one. Cloak lost his. I think Gamer Chick has one. I believe Thunderfoot Bros has one.
I need to get one. I need to get one now. Oh my gosh! I need to get one. I didn't know this.
I will, as soon as, if they ever come back in stock, I will let you know.
Yes, let me know. Send me a link too. My gosh. Abby Jam says, "I still wear it, you fiend."
Yeah, but last night, man, I raided her last night, and she was wearing her purple beanie, and I was wearing this one, and it was like, come on now.
You could have been Beanie Twins.
We share it.
Moon Princess 247. Not a question, but just saying. I commend you for being yourself. Credit to put yourself out there. Streaming isn't always easy or comfortable.
It's not.
That is a very, very accurate statement, Moon Princess. That is very true. Let's see. Abby Jams. It was awkward, not going to lie. Jetta, I actually have the matching scarf for that. My question. So I don't know if you've caught my streams, or I love Jersey Mike's subs. Mm-hmm. Huge fan of Jersey Mike's, and so I'll eat them on. And a lot of people, I'll eat them on stream, and because they know my love for it. Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite sub and or a favorite place to get subs from?
That's a good question. So what I used to do is there used to be, and I think it was like a number 28 at Togo's, and it was roast beef, ham, and turkey, and then I would add salami.
Ooh.
And it was always just, so meaty.
So meaty.
So meaty. It would make Arby's run in shame. But that's pretty much it. And I'm pretty much a plain guy when it comes to toppings. It's you just give me a little bit of lettuce, give me a little tomato, an F ton of pickles.
Oh.
And then, if depending on where I'm at, cucumber slices, sliced olives, black olives, and that's it. Dry, maybe some Swiss cheese.
Wow. Yeah.
So I would say, as far as favorite place, so we have a grocery store out on this side. I don't know how far eastern it goes. A Safeway. But also in other places, it's also Vons. They're owned by Albertsons. It's a huge corporation. My husband actually works for Safeway, and their subs and their deli department is actually really good.
Oh.
But other than that, I would say, chain and franchise-wise would be Togo's.
Togo's, okay. I haven't heard of them, but I'm in the Midwest, so it probably doesn't come out this far, unless, at least not in Minnesota. But I'm always like, when I get my Jersey Mike's, I get turkey, turkey, ham, bacon. You can get what they call Mike's Way, where they put like lettuce and tomato. I don't like lettuce or tomatoes, so I get turkey, ham, bacon. I get mayonnaise. I get pickles and jalapenos. Oh my God, I love jalapenos. Oh, yum! And I get jalapenos.
I don't agree.
Oh my God! And then I get I have them put oregano on it, and then I put them like an oil vinegar like combination. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it is delicious. And I'll just sit there and just chop, and people are asking me how is it, and blah blah blah. My other question I have. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
You've asked this to a couple of people.
I have.
You know, I'm gonna go with the horse-sized duck.
Okay, why a
It's
horse-sized duck?
It's probably easier to run away from.
So my favorite answer so far, I don't know if you saw my interview with Serena Savage, but she said a horse-sized duck because she would like to jump on the back of it and try to tame it like a chocobo. I thought
Serena would say that.
that was such a great answer. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's funny. Does anybody else have any questions with for that casual gaming guy? I'm going to put your information here one more time. Guys, go give him a follow on... why did you send a stubborn? I don't want that. Oh, I put C. That's why. CG. There we go. How does one get to be so...
We were just talking about you earlier. Well, you know, I'm going to say it again. It helps to have friends like Thunderfoot Bros.
Orally. God. Oh, wow. That's funny.
Let's see here. Hold on. Do I have another? So beanies have become a little bit of a thing in our little circle. Something you'll notice that you'll see Sane and Bacon wear is a beanie like this.
Yep, that's awesome.
I found this on Amazon, and then a couple of us went out and bought those. But also, of course, I have their merchandise.
That's amazing. I need to get myself. I need to get myself that Nintendo beanie. I need to get myself Abby's beanie, and I need to get myself some Thunderfoot and Casual Gaming Guy merch. Speaking of merch, guys, this is his merch page. If you want to go buy some Casual Gaming Guy merch, or at least check it out. Oh, look at that. Keep it casual. I love it. Well,
I have a couple of things in there based off of my emotes. Of these two emotes here, which are now animated thanks to Twitch.
I did notice. I looked at your merch store, and I did notice those. I love that. Those are awesome, and I love their merch. Does anybody else have any other questions for Casual? Otherwise, what I'm going to do... I'm going to give you a shout-out so people can check, because I have the Twitch Guru, so I'm going to give you a shout-out so people can just check out a clip you've Richie. If it's a really short clip, I'll do another one, because with Twitch Guru, it could be 5 seconds, it could be 30 seconds. You just never know.
Yeah.
So let's go check out a clip from that Casual Gaming Guy.
You've been helping us all this time. You've got me pegged. Now, how about... Wait a minute. So we spanked the other two and we're pegging him.
Well, there you go. Was that an older clip? Was that like when you first started?
Nope.
Oh, was that recent?
That was when did I finish that? Around October, maybe.
Oh, so that's pretty recent.
Yeah, a lot of my clips are very innuendo based.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Perfect. Thunderfoot Bros did have a question.
Right.
Favorite console? Well, we talked about that, but he wasn't here. And favorite game company? Interesting.
Alrighty, Bacon. So the favorite console wound up being a tie between Super Nintendo and PlayStation 1. Favorite game company is a tough one. I'm going to have to give that one a tie as well. And that's between Capcom, and I think those of us that have been here all know why, Resident Evil, and Square Enix.
I
Square
would
Enix has put out a lot of good RPGs.
I would definitely agree on Capcom, but it's different for me. For me, it's Resident Evil, but it's Mega Man first, and then Resident Evil.
Well, yeah.
Because I love Mega Man, as we all know.
We all know your Mega
Yes.
Man obsession.
Yes. Okay, this will be the final question here. Myrid of Roses, dogs or cats?
Cats,
Cats.
hands down. Cats. I mean, I love dogs, but I don't want any.
But I don't want any.
I have 3 cats, so
That's awesome. Well, Casual, thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you for having me.
This was so much fun. As I mentioned before, when we were talking before, I brought the stream up here. I'm going to post this on. I'm going to make a what do you call it? Not a clip, but a. Anyways, I'm going to condense it down. What's that? No,
a VOD or
where you condense it down. Anyways, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to post it on Twitter. A highlight. Thank you, Abby. I'm going to make it a highlight.
There you go.
And I'm going to post it on Twitter, and then I'll put it in my Discord as well under past Retro Rap interviews. And if you want it for your Discord, you're welcome. I think you can just copy and paste the link. So you're more than welcome to it. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Thunderfoot. I just saw it because I saw his name there. Casual. Thank you so much for joining me, man. And I'll be checking out your streams. I love watching you. So.
All right, thank you so much for having me.
Yep. Take care, buddy. We'll see ya.
Right.
Guys, that was that Casual Gaming Guy. That was what a fun interview that was. Awesome guy. I learned a lot that I didn't know about him, and that's why I love doing. That's why I love doing these interviews.